You are listening to the Muslim Podcast with your host, Waqas Mir. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You're listening to the Muslim Podcast and I am your host, Waqas Mir. I've been getting lots of messages lately, and a lot of people ask about different things about their business and some ideas that they need to start doing something amazing in their life. So what I would actually talk about today is just that. Who should you be sharing your ideas with? Who should you be asking for advice? Well, the thing is that majority of the people out there who we ask advice from are either our friends or family. But the thing is that most of them have not done the things that you are asking them for. For example, if I am going to be starting a business importing drinks, for example, fizzy drinks, and I'm going to be asking somebody from my family about the idea, they might be able to tell me from a consumer point of view. But the thing is, the nitty-gritty of business, importing, the taxes, the sugar tax, the fizzy tax, and everything like that, they won't be able to respond to that. So I would recommend you not to waste your time taking advice from those family friends very seriously, because as a matter of fact, your time is very important. When you're coming up with an idea, you need to go straight to the source. You need to go to the people who know the business. You need to go to the people who have a little bit of empathy in them, who can share their views with you, who can share their experiences with you. And a lot of people do exist that would love to do that. The thing is that most of the time we spend on our idea development, and the thing that happens is somebody else has already started working on that, and that's what happens. Your idea is special, and if you do not believe that, no one else would. If you believe that your idea is going to make a difference in the world, believe me, it definitely will. But if you believe that your idea is okay, average, well, the world does not need average ideas. So you have to work on your idea, talk with people who are professionals, talk with anybody who works in that industry that you want to get into. For example, if you work in like fashion designing, talk to somebody who's in fashion. If you work in electronics, talk to somebody who's already working in electronics. Don't go to somebody who's working, making something. That's worlds apart. And the thing is that when you do go to a professional, you note down things, you show them that you're interested. Yes, I do know a lot of people won't be sharing their experiences with you. But the thing is that a person who realizes that rizq comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as sustenance comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and everything is written. Of course, you have to work for it. You can't just lay on your bed and expect the food to be raining on top of you. That wouldn't be nice anyway. But you have to work for it, and you have to put in the hours, and that's the only way you're going to be reaping the rewards. A lot of people who I speak to on a daily basis about different business ideas come up with great ideas, but the thing is that they have been talking about the same thing and again and again and again and again and again. And I'm like, isn't that something you told me a couple of years back? I did mention that in the previous podcast as well. Like, do not just go on and on about the same idea until it becomes like a habit for you to talk about it anytime you meet somebody. Just do something about that. Think about the idea. If it's doable, just do it. If it's not doable, see the way, see some different ways around it. Like, how can you make it doable? And talk to the people who know the stuff. Don't just go on about it thinking that, you can do it without any help. Sometimes it is possible to do it without anybody's help, but we are human beings. We do need people around us, and we do need people who have been there, done that. And I hope that you get a little bit of boost from this mini clip that I'm sending up on the podcast today. And I hope that you succeed in everything that you do. Remember, if you do not believe in your product or service, no one will. You're listening to the Muslim Podcast, and I am your host, Waqas Smeed.